Hey everybody, welcome to the Tuesday edition of Warrior Daily. Tom Gorman and Phil Nickel. Coach, after last Tuesday's loss at Findlay, you needed pretty much one thing to happen. You needed to win one more match than the Oilers last weekend to get into the GLIAC tournament. Well, you did your part. You won them both up in the UP. The Oilers lost one to Northern Michigan over the weekend. Thus, as a result, your team in the GLIAC tournament for the fourth straight year. I know that's a long bus ride back from the Upper Peninsula, but you guys had a lot to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a long trip back, but it was a fun trip. You know, we went up there, we played pretty well. Both matches came home with 2 victories, which was huge, and then to see that Findlay had lost also made it an even more enjoyable trip. So,
take me through that match against Northern Michigan, a 5-setter with NMU, a place where this team has not won in a very long time, but you're able to go up there. Fell behind a couple points there, but able to snag the last 2 sets and do what you needed to do.
Yeah, it was a good match. I think very competitive. We, to be honest with you, we should have won game 1, but bad call by the officials kind of didn't help us there.
Isn't that always how it goes?
So, but we bounced back, came back. You know, the girls were getting a little frustrated with some of the calls or non-calls, but try to keep them focused, try to keep things light a little bit. You know, make sure we just focused on playing volleyball, and they did a good job. It was very much back and forth. I thought we did a really good job of executing our game plan, what we wanted to do, and really took control in game 5, which is exciting to see, because early in the season, you know, we talked about that we struggled in game 5s, but starting with a crossover and then through here the end of the season, we've done much better in game 5. So that was very exciting to see, and thought we did a really good job. You know, I asked the girls after the match who was born before 1990 or 91, and only one person was. So, you know, most of them hadn't even been born the last time Wayne State won at Northern Michigan. So it was a fun trip, a fun day, and very exciting for the girls. So.
Well, you end up with the number 8 seed in the GLIAC tournament, which starts this week, obviously, and you've drawn Ferris State in the first round, a team that we saw quite some time ago, it seems like now, back in September. I feel like you were a very different team when you first met Ferris State than your team is now. Things have been kind of clicking a little bit better over the last few weeks, really since the crossover, I think, was kind of the turning point for your team. And with a couple of exceptions in that stretch, your team has played pretty well. The hitters have done extremely well. Nicole Ahrens, Kristen Balkowitz really leading the charge at the net. Sydney Beazle facilitating the offense as she does. So what do you expect different this time around, at least your hope, from when the last time you met Ferris State?
Well, I think you're right. I mean, I think we're a much more balanced team, have a little more identity. I think at that point in the season, we were still trying to figure out exactly what kind of team we were, what made us tick, and you know, we've come a long ways, I believe. You know, we still have some rough spells at times, but hopefully we can continue to work on just playing good volleyball on our side of the net. You know, they're a good team. They've gone through the GLIAC with only 1 loss all season, which is not an easy thing to do. But you know, I think it hopefully will be a very competitive match, and we can go there and put our best foot forward and play again the way we've been playing recently. So.
Mentioned a few of the standouts from the last few weeks, especially, and really all season long. But Sydney Beazle, your junior setter, achieved a nice milestone for her career, went over 3,000 assists, only the 3rd player in the history of this program to do so. A nice moment for her over the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been, you know, been a rock ever since she got here. Pretty much has played in, I think, pretty much every match since she's arrived on campus. Done a great job. Has really kind of solidified the team. You know, you talked about the second half of the season. I think she's a big part of that. She kind of had some up and down moments early in the season, trying to figure out, again, who her go-to players were, who she could count on. And I think somewhere there in the middle of the season, she kind of figured that out and has done a nice job. And it's a great achievement for her. You know, I was joking with her a little bit after the match on Saturday, and you know, said that she's still got a ways to go though to catch number 1. So we got a lot of work still to do. So.
All right. Well, the work to be done, at least this week, will be against Ferris State in the first round of the GLIAC tournament coming up on Thursday night in Big Rapids. Your team at this point, it's been such a grind, several months of practices and matches, and and really just the overall toll that the season takes. So what's your focus in practice this week as you get set for the Bulldogs?
We're going to kind of talk about it, and the girls even mentioned it last week a little bit. It's a new season, basically. It's doesn't matter what you've done up to this point. There's 8 teams that are still playing for basically one goal, and that's what we're going to set our goal as, and is to win the conference tournament. And everybody's got an equal chance at this point, and that's what we're going to look at, continuing to basically, like I said, take care of things on our side. And as when we focus on the process and doing what we need to do, we seem to be much better, and that's what we're going to continue. So.
All right, a new season indeed starts on Thursday night in Big Rapids. Best of luck, and we'll hope for some good success when we talk next week.
Thank you, Tom. We can use all the cheering we can get. So.
All right, very good. For Phil Nickel, I'm Tom Gorman. Thanks for watching Warrior Daily.